What's up guys, today we are back in Red Dead Redemption 2, except today we are finally playing Red Dead Online. If you caught my stream earlier, you may have already seen me create a male character, but in this video I'm going to show you the character creation for both the male and female characters, since it's something that a lot of people are curious about right now, especially the female character. I guess not a whole lot of people have seen the female characters, so I think we'll start off with her and then go to the male character. And I actually deleted my stream character to make this video because you can only have one character at a time right now. Okay, so first off, you will need to create a name for her. You cannot edit any of the appearances until you make the name, and then after you make the name, go down to appearance. You can change the skin tones and the types of faces, like the default faces. You can change these up and make them look pretty different. They don't have to look like the defaults because a lot of the default faces are pretty bad. I don't know who made these, but they're really bad. A lot of these default faces are worse than like the Skyrim faces back when the original Skyrim came out. But again, it's not that big a deal because you can customize them and make them look however you want pretty much. The customization gets pretty deep in here. It's definitely Rockstar's best customization so far. Way better than GTA 5, way better than the original Red Dead Redemption. I don't even think the original one had any customization whatsoever. You can then go down and change the skin tone. There's not a whole lot of different skin tones in here. There's like white and then like a tannish. It's not really even that different. And then brown. Then you go down to age. The age doesn't really seem to change much, but like you can see 18 almost looks the exact same as like 50, except for the wrinkles on the face. So we'll just go with 20. And then if you go down to the body build, you can go with skinny, athletic, average, heavy, and brawny. Brawny is the biggest one, skinny is really skinny. And then you can go over to the eyes and brows and change those. There's not a whole lot of selections until you push A or X on PlayStation for customize. I actually didn't know this the first time I created my character, and then you change them a little bit more from there. Then go down to brow shape. It's actually a little bit more customization. You can't really do much with this. It doesn't change it a whole lot. I actually don't notice much of a difference at all. And then brow depth, the same thing. There's not really a huge difference here. Lots of different eye colors. There's like a white, goes all the way through blue, green, brown, and that's pretty much it. 3 basic colors that like kind of fades in between those. And then eye redness, just make her eyes more red. And then eye sockets to either slant her eyes or sink them in more, poke them out more. You don't really want to mess with this. I guess it's kind of up to you. But then you can go down here to eye position, move them up, down, outward, inward. And then going back, you can go to nose, thin, wide, turned up, hooked, neutral, and that's it. Then you can go to thin, customize, change the nose size. You can go high, narrow, wide, low. Make the nose like more fatter, thinner. Go up higher, go down lower. Nose shape, again going long, short, left, right. Don't want to really make it left or right unless you want a crooked nose. And then you can go long or short to change the length of her nose. And then nose tip, go up, make it like a more of a pointy nose, down, wide, and narrow. Going back to mouth and lips, smoocher, small, neutral, low, high. And then push customize. Again, A on Xbox, X on PlayStation 4. Make it wide, narrow, shallow, deep. And then go over to mouth position. You can move her mouth up or down. These are really subtle changes. You can't move them like really high or really low. Upper lip shape, wide, thick, narrow, and then thin. Lower lip shape, again, thick, narrow, wide, thin. Then you have lips depth. Just make them poke out more. Go lower lip shallow, upper lip shallow, lower lip deep, upper lip deep. And then you can go back and go to jaw and thin, squared, neutral, wide, narrow, weak. Go to customize, jaw shape, jaw depth, chin shape, chin depth. You can go shallow to make her chin stick out more, deep to make it go in more. Then go to chin shape, wide, tilt low, narrow, tilt high. The jaws are a little weird. They don't really, none of them really look right. I mean, squared looks the best, and really that should be like really big, but it's really not. And then going back to the ears, there's droopy, goofy, neutral, large. You can again customize these also, make them long, rotation inward, short, rotation outward. Ear size, lobe large, large small, lobe small. Then go down to cheeks, full, gaunt, wide, neutral, sunken, and then customize. Cheek shape, wide, high, narrow, and low. And then the teeth, none of these are really too great. There's the hayseed, the long dead, the gummer, which is no teeth at all, the yokel, the gilded, plum wore out, and probably the best one are the chompers. Those still aren't too great, but they're definitely the best ones out of the bunch. Then you can go to hair, click that, style. There's quite a bit of hairstyles in here. There's drop curl chignon, full curly ponytail, combed layers, pigtails, messy plait or plait, I don't know how to say that, and then natural short afro, kinky chignons, drop curl chignon, and then pompadour. And then you can go down to hair color. It goes all the way from like a light brown, then darker, orange, white, black, blonde, different shades of brown, more white. There's a ton of different hair colors in here. The customization in here isn't the best in the world, but it's definitely Rockstar's best. And then you can go down to lifestyle, the skin mottling. I don't really notice a difference with this skin mottling. You can make it faint or strong. Then go down to complexion, make her it's just kind of like acne, I guess. You can't really notice a lot in here. We're just gonna go with none, and then you can go down to complexion 2, which is kind of like the same thing. Again, we'll just go with none. Freckles, you can put freckles. And then you can also put moles, and then go down here to spots. Spot 1, spot 2. They're pretty much just like acne type scars, I guess. And then you can put some scars. The scars are actually pretty cool. I don't think we're gonna go with any on this character. I did on my male character. And then you can go back and go to makeup. And this actually isn't a thing on the male characters. This is something that only female characters have. For the foundation, you can use face powder. That's really the only option that you have. And then with the blusher, you can go none, flushed, rosy, highbrow, or contoured. Eyeshadow, smoky eye, neat arc, heavy wing, blended flick, two-tone wing, highlighted, or none. You can also change these from faint to strong to make it more subtle or more strong. And then you can change the color of the eyeshadow. There are 4 different colors: red, green, purple, and black. You can also change the eyeliner from none, simple, winged, long, underlined, hooked, curved, and then change it from faint to strong again. And then lipstick, you can choose to have none, matte, lined, ombre, smudged, and then change it again from faint to strong. And then the last customization on the makeup is the lipstick color. 4 colors again. There's like a reddish color, pink, purple, and black. And then that's pretty much all you have for the actual customization. You can go down here and change your whistle. There's different styles of whistles. You can push it to preview, and then you can go down and change the pitch of it and the clarity. And then go down to your attributes, and you can assign 2 points and do 1 on each or whatever you want. So now we'll go back and get the male character and start customizing him. You can again just enter the name, then go down to appearance. You can't go down to appearance until you enter the name. And then here's all the different heads. Again, they're not too great to look at. They're pretty strange actually. I'm not sure how these heads were created, but just pick one and then go down. You can change the skin tone again. The shades, by the way, are a little different for each person. You can change them depending on which character it is. But you can just pick your skin tone, then go down here to the age. Again, we'll make them really young. They definitely still don't look the age that they are, but you can go from skinny, athletic, average, heavy, and then brawny. We'll go with brawny since the female character was more skinny. Then eyes and eyebrows, you can then customize these. Same as the female character pretty much. Again, changing the shape from high, narrow, low, and wide. Brow depth, deep or shallow. And then eye color, same shades as the female character. Goes from blue, browns, greens, all of that. And then if you go back to the nose, you can go neutral, thin, wide, turned up, and hooked. Then click it to customize, nose size, shape, and tip. We'll actually come back to these ears because I didn't give you a good look at the female character's ears. So we'll come back after I take off his hair. Then cheeks, neutral, sunken, full, gaunt, and wide. You can customize the cheek shape and the cheek depth. Teeth, you can again go with the chompers or all of the other ones that I showed on the female character. I'm gonna try to not repeat all of the things that I already showed on the female character that are the exact same. And then for the hair, we have wild balding, which is the default. Then you can go to long slicked back, wild chop, short curly afro, no hair, neat left parted, thinning, thick center parted, long right parted, rough tied, which is a little ponytail. And that's all of the hairstyles, but we'll go back to bald so I can show you the ears. You can go neutral, large, small, droopy, or goofy. And then you can change the hair color pretty much all of the same colors as the female character. And then going down to facial hair, which is what you didn't see on the female characters. Instead of makeup, you get facial hair. You can go with the woodsman, the noble, the Arcadian, the goatee or no beard, stubble, the walrus, or the sea shanty. There's sadly not a whole lot of length to these facial hairs or the regular hair. As far as I know, there is not real-time growth like there is in single player. You just choose whichever length you want. And then for the last customization, we're gonna go to lifestyle and then scar. The scars are actually pretty cool. You can get a little John Marston scar here. And on all of these skin complexions, freckles, moles, and all of that, you can change it from faint to strong so you can see it more clearly, or you can make it like a little more healed so you can barely see it. You can also hide your facial hair while you're doing this this so you can see the scars and freckles and all of that a little better. You can then go down again and do the whistles and then put your attributes on, your stats. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think that's all of the customization. Hopefully I did this as quick as possible and made it as in-depth as possible in the amount of time that I'm doing it. I'm trying to not make it a super long video, but if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more Red Dead Redemption 2 videos, especially online right now. We're going to be playing a lot of online. I should have some more streams soon. And again, as far as I know, there is not another way to create a second character at this time. I'm not sure if they're planning on adding that later, so be careful and make sure you want what you want when you create this character. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.